Thank you. The sinful mind is hostile to God. It does not submit to God's law. And so when you see women struggling and saying, no, who is he? This, that. Am I not the one doing this? Am I not this? The sinful nature is hostile. It does not submit to God. Just know that that is sin manifesting. God's design and blueprint is that the man is the head. But sinful nature will not submit to God. Will not, and it is in that light that you are hearing, because they will not submit to God. You know, God's design, God's blueprint is a man will marry a woman. Is it not so? But what are we hearing now? They are saying some people think that God did not make them well. They are physically, naturally women, but they think that God made a mistake. They feel they should be men. And so they are men. They now say anybody is free to adopt whichever sex he wants. You know, something is wrong. This sinful man will not submit to God. And that's why you are seeing homosexuals, men marrying men, women marrying women. The sinful nature, they will not submit to God. So let us not think that because people are doing it, other women are doing it, and so it is right. It is not God's design. And then let's read also Genesis 3:16. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He says, looking at the B part, your desire will be for your husband. When we read it, it will look like, and you'll be submitting to your husband. No. What this is saying is that the woman, it's a curse, so the woman was being cursed here, will want to control and manipulate the man, manipulate the husband. So when you see a woman who wants to control and manipulate her husband, that is not God's plan. And that's why some of these African magic, some of these films, the woman will go and put something inside the food so that anything she says is what the man will do. That is not God's plan at all. That is not God's design. God has not made it for us to, it's a curse. Just let us know it. It's a curse. A woman that wants to manipulate or control is a curse. You don't need to do that at all. Our own, submit. Such that even if a man is not, the husband is not a Christian, but from our submission, they will know that there's something in this person that is different. And such men, some of them will come to the knowledge of Christ Jesus. And then the second one, he says, and he will rule over you. And then the man will now dominate. Don't you know I'm the man? And wants to oppress the woman. It is a curse. It's sin that brings about that. It is not normal. So when we are talking about woman submitting, the man does not need to, in a normal, it does not need to demand it. Don't you know I'm the man in this? You don't need to remind me. You are the man. It should just flow. As a woman, we should just submit. Just submit. The man does not need to demand it. When he's demanding it, it's abnormal. Okay, thank you. It's abnormal. It's not, you don't need to. God has put it there, and that is how it is. The woman should submit. We should not control. We should not manipulate. We should not. Otherwise, we will have problems. Remember the story of Abraham and his wife, Sarah. Sarah was trying to help God. Oh yeah, he gave the maid, Hagar, out. And she was one that came back again and said, send her away. She's no longer respecting me. We should not. Now, let's look at the responsibility of a husband to his wife. We'll go back again to Colossians 3. Husbands, love your wife your wives and do not be harsh with them. And looking at the message translation again, it says, husbands, go all out in love for your wives. Go all out of your way. Don't take advantage of them. Don't take advantage because she's submitting. Don't take advantage because she's helping you. Don't come and say, she will do it. And you know, in Nigeria, because woman is submissive and she's helping out, and then they will just take advantage of her and, you know, and want to say or do things. No, the Bible says don't take wives. And Ephesians, let's see how we can. Thank you very much. So that is how the husbands should love their wives. How? It should be realistic. Okay? Love your wives. Just as Christ loved. It's not convenient, but you think it's good. You want your wife to look good. You know, maybe there's something they are doing, a family something or so. You don't want her to be the odd one out. You don't want her. You will go all out, not because you have so much, but you just want her the word. Teach her. They said, I read something, they said, the garden always looks greener out there. You see others, you say, oh, beautiful woman, well dressed, look at everything is going on well. But if you nurture your garden, it will be beautiful. It just means that it's being nurtured. Nurture your own, it will be beautiful. So we should help, the husbands should help their wives.